Hey, what's going on? This is part two, video response to Eric and anybody who's looking into Chiari. I'm talking about some different things I have on a list as far as things that a viewer had brought up in response to some things I had said. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with that. As far as disability is concerned, I um, I know that the Chiari can lead to putting you on disability and being an individual that needs Social Security income. I, as a child, was on that. But when I turned 19, I had to had a chance to reapply as an adult, and I was at a point where I was sick and tired of taking my medications, and I just took myself off of it. I was taking an injection every night since I was 5, well, 4 actually, I think, whatever. Um, 3 or 4 pills, twice a day. And as a teenager, that's a lot, I think. Maybe it wasn't, but to me, I was done. It's done. But I don't recommend that. Later in life, I'm paying for it. Um, so I don't recommend anybody goes down that road, sincerely. But it's going to make it difficult for me to ever get back onto that if I should ever need to be on it because of anything that other than the surgery. If I end up being disabled, it's going to be difficult for me. But I do qualify on multiple levels, so I think I've got that going for me. I have been looking into it, and I will continue to do so just in case something happens because I tend to prepare for things a little bit. I grew up a Boy Scout, so be prepared. God, that was bad. Anyhow, as far as the fibromyalgia, it's pretty interesting, and I'll keep that in mind because my grandmother has muscular sclerosis or multiple sclerosis. I get them confused. I can't say either one right now. So, but she also had fibromyalgia, has it, I believe, and I don't know if I'm starting to resemble a female version, a male version of my grandmother. See, don't worry about the gender thing. I'm calling myself a chick. Totally fine. I don't even know what the hell I am anymore. Cool. No, I totally know. I totally know, guys. Anyway, um, as far as support, my wife is definitely there for me. She's one of the most genuinely compassionate people in the world to me. Um, a beautiful human being, and she came into my life at a very high point of my life, at a point where I was medically not starting to feel the effects of not being on all of my medications and the Chiari thing truly taking effect on me. Um, and I'm glad for that because she got to know me before this. Um, the glare is super annoying. She got to know me before this really took a hold of what's going on in my life. And that's important that you have somebody that's been in your life for a while, or at least if you have somebody in your life that's new, that they genuinely understand what it's like to challenge something um, that you didn't really ask for. Um, so either that, or have someone that's known you before that can truly tolerate what you're hopefully going through because they know the person that you once were and still are. I'm still me. I think you guys probably get the idea that I like to laugh a lot and make a lot of stupid jokes that a 29, 30-year-old dude probably shouldn't make, but, I think it makes it easier on down life to laugh at things, so I try. But she's definitely one of those people that likes to make me laugh and likes to make me feel like I'm funny, which, you know, making people feel good and make people laugh makes me feel good, so that's cool. Um, but as far as you know, my mom's coming out here actually to help me out with things as far as supporting me. Because my wife is kind of the shy type, really. So I haven't said those wonderful things about her. She's kind of the shy type. And I don't know if she'll really assert herself. Starting well doctor, as you said, possibly. My mom, however, will. I grew up with doctors telling me I was a dwarf and retard, and I would be 5 years old and look at the doctor and say, "No, I'm not. I'm right here, listening to you." But doctors often talk to their parents, whether the child's not there, if they can't comprehend what they're going through when they have something like these things going on. So I know what it's like. And my mom is definitely a very tough person, a thick-skinned person who I think is going to be cool to have around. It sounds like I'm a mommy's boy and stuff, but she lives in Tennessee, and I haven't been around her since I was 19, and I'm 30 now, so, sometimes you got to reach out. And I also have my step-parents around me, so I've got my support group is spread across the states, but it's here, so that's cool. I miss them. I do feel alone in general, but it's pretty cool, that my mom's coming out, my step-parents coming out, so I do agree that having some kind of a support system is important. As far as drugs, I also take the herbal approach to treating, my pain and my anxieties. I don't want to take narcotics. My family, my grandmother and my grandfather, as you probably heard me mention in previous videos, they both have to take some pretty gnarly medications. My grandpa was on Oxycontin 100s, back before they took those away, I believe is what they were. I mean, he was on the high dose of that stuff, on top of other medications, and he had dementia, and I watched him just, become his medication. I don't want to do that, and not that you're doing that, because you're clearly not. Let me make that thoroughly clear, though I seem to have some kind of a thing against it. I don't have any kind of disrespect or judgments for anybody that does what they need to do for their health. I'm just a stubborn bastard, and I don't know what's good for me until it's too late, and, I learned from mistakes. Let's put it that way. So please don't think I'm judging anybody that takes any kind of narcotic medication to hurt them, to cure themselves from whatever is keeping them from feeling like they're alive or, constantly in pain. For me, herbal therapy, as you mentioned, it truly helps me. I don't usually talk about that, and if people at work see this, it's probably not going to be a good thing, but I don't really care at this point, because people need to know what helps. And if people wonder if it helps, I want them to know that from my experience as a former Mormon, I grew up, I had, I lost a lot of friends as a kid because I judged them for their use of herbal stuff, and though that was recreational and whatever, I judged them pretty hard, and it's pretty hard for me to tell them now that I might be possibly one of those people, but, I want people to know that it does help, and it's not about, doing something that is, socially wrong if it helps you and it's truly a medication, whether that be pills, whether that be vitamins, or you think that it's going to be something that's, homeopathic. Whatever, don't let anybody judge you for it, but, moderation, wisdom, and, good education like our friend Eric here, know your shit and know your body before you put something in it. That's all I got to say about that. I'm not going to harp about it. But I do want people to know that it helps you at least cope. The herbal therapy, it helps you at least cope. At least me. Anyhow, let's move on before I start sounding like a freaking dirty hippie. Now, I definitely want to talk one-on-one with you, Eric. Whether that be via phone or Skype or whatever. I definitely want to chat with you. That'd be awesome. You are the man, sir. And you have my genuine respect, and I thank you again. I hope you have an awesome night. If you want to respond to me tonight, whatever, I'm not going to go to bed anytime soon. It is my Friday. I got a cell phone. I got a webcam. Whatever, man. I don't know how to Skype very well. I've not even done it. I have one, though. So, let's chat. And anybody that wants to talk to me about this whole thing, whether it be Chiari, whether it be hormone issues, whatever, partial blindness. The doctor is in, and I am truly eternally grateful for Eric opening up to me and opening up to the world about this whole thing, because it really helps me identify with myself in a way, to see that, as Eric said, in a previous video that maybe some of you have watched, he saw me and he could look at me and go, "Oh, that's Chiari. Oh, that's Chiari. That's Chiari." you know, if anybody gets that out of me, that's cool. You know, if anybody can get any benefit out of watching me go through whatever I'm going through, whether it's, a good day or a bad day, you know, that's good, man. So, if anything else, put good energy out there in the world. Have a good night. And be well.